What's going on, YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another battle report for you today. It's day 2 of the WCW GT tournament. I have 25 minutes to record this video, so I'm going to try to talk a little bit faster than normal, guys, which I know it's going to be like, what? You already speak too fast, and I don't understand what the hell you're saying. Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck. I talk fast as hell, and that's just the way I am when I do these battle reports. When you guys meet me and, like, play a game against me, I'm not like this. I mean, you guys who actually have played me, I'm not. I'm kind of quiet, and I kind of just, like, look around and watch. I'm, like, focused on the game. I actually get bad sportsmanship votes a lot. And people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, I do. Whatever. I don't know why. Probably because I take pictures. Whatever. It happens. Anyways, guys, round 1 I played a game against Gary Luther, and Gary Luther I got a 16 point win on him, so 16-4. And round 2 I ended up playing against Nicreap. So if you guys know from the 9th Age forums, Nicreap is the guy who runs the Universal Battle tournaments. So he actually doesn't live too far from me. This is actually the second time I played him in IRL, in real life, guys. So, off of the Universal Battle screen, onto the damn table. Here we go. My Orcs and Goblins versus his Undying Dynasties, the Nick Dynasties. Anyways, the Nick Dynasties. Alright, here's my army. I got overview of it. I'm going to go run by it really fast because this is still version 1.1. All this shit's going to change, so it doesn't really matter what the hell I say right now. I have 6 Boar Boys of the Boar Apocalypse. They have Micanox Totem. I got 6 Cave Trolls. I got 5 Goblin Wolf Riders. Over here, I got 1 Gargantula Spider. I got King Koopa. King Koopa's a 1-up, 4-up Goblin. Forest Goblin Spider on a Huntsman Spider. Forest Goblin King on a Huntsman Spider with an Obsidian Sword, Regen, and the Flaming Helmet, Dragon Helm. Over here I got I got my A-Rock, excuse me, I drew a blank right now. I got the A-Rock. She's another Gargantula Spider, one of the most trusty models I have in this game, period. I got 37 Savage Orc Ed Bashers with spears. I got the BSB with them, and then I got General Zod. General Zod! His kneel before Zod. Now, I do have 2 Goblin Shamans. They're running around the fort thing I got going on there, and then I also have 21 Cave Goblins with short bows and a Fanatic. For spells, I got 2 Evil Eyes, I got Sneaky Stabbing, I got Stay Quiet, and I got Blessing on the Mother Spider. And then basically the deployment, I believe it was Flank Attack. I believe he dropped first. I want to say he dropped first. Yeah, he dropped. I want to say he did drop first. Maybe I did. I'm looking really quick to see who went first. It looks like actually I went first. Whatever. Anyway, so it's Flank Attack. He chose sides. We started deploying, and then I again, this is one of those things where I don't deploy everything. I just kind of deploy some things. We were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I refused to just drop my whole army because I feel like that's actually a negative thing. It gives people an idea of where you're going, and I just don't like playing like that. So I go ahead and I start dropping. Drop the dogs in the corner to watch that side, and he puts everything in the center. And like after a certain time, I just kind of figured out what he's going for. So as you can see on his side of the table, let's go over that really quick. I got a couple pictures. I do got a couple pictures. Here he has one of those War Sphinx. He has a unit of 5 horsemen with bows. He has another unit of 5 horsemen. He has a block of Ushapti, whatever the fuck they are. Those fucking guys with paired weapons. He has his BSB on a freaking snake. And I don't know Undying Dynasty terms. Okay, so you guys could just be like, no, that he's calling it all this fucking other names. I don't give a damn. Fucking Orange Theory Blonde Bear, he freaking already made a video about me making fun of the fact that I don't know the names of these things. I don't know the names of them, and I'm not gonna look it up either. He has another War Sphinx in the back. He has a bunker of like 20 archers, skeleton archers. He has his general in there, who is also a level 4 Wizard of Undeath or whatever it is. And then he has another unit of the guys with the bows. Sorry, the horseman archers. Now he has 4 ambushing units that aren't on the table. All 4 of those. There's the 2 Spelunkters, whatever they're called, with the I-beams, the freaking Medusa gaze, and then he has another 2 units that are the scoring units, right? That are like fighting wise. So turn 1, I got Vanguards first. I'm gonna move up my Wolf Riders on this side over here, and I think. No, he did take first turn. I'm sorry, he did take first turn. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, I'm already wasting time on this video. I gotta hurry this up. So he actually moves up a bit with the Sphinxes. He figured he saw both spiders on that side, so he's going this way. I don't know if he was going to go for the spiders with them or not. I have, like, the spiders are one of my ways of dealing with them because I have poison and those things are tough 8. I don't want to give them to a horde because the horde's going to have to wound on 6s and it's just going to be a pain in the ass. But that unit of Ustabi, they have a freaking flaming banner with them, so that I can't give them the trolls, and I'm just like, man, this is kind of a tough list to deal with, to be honest. Magic Phase, he got 8 power dice. He goes ahead and gives these guys dangerous terrains at minus their movement by 2, and I think that's the yeah, I think that's the only magic spell he really got off. Most of the stuff was out of range. So, Shooting Phase, he shoots these horsemen into my freaking Wolf Riders, kills one of them. He shoots these Wolf Riders into my Goblins, kills one of them. And that's it. The rest of the stuff was really out of range. It was a bad start for him because he only got a couple things off. It's going to go start off turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Here we go. I march up. I push Koopa all the way around the flank. Now, we do have a wrestler in each one of our units. I have a wrestler in my Savage Orc block, which is an extra character, then he has a wrestler in his. If the wrestlers get into a challenge and win, you earn points. You get the +3, -3 objective points. And I think that was it. But anyways, I moved both spiders up. I don't think I marched them up because I figured I didn't want to be in charge range of his Sphinxes. I moved the trolls up because I kind of was doing the bait thing going on, and I move up the boar boys on the side. Now, move up everybody as much as I really can. The savages couldn't because they had that DT shit going on. So Magic Phase got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I do an Evil Eye and I kill off a couple of these horsemen, just hoping to blow them up, but I didn't. And the rest of my magic pretty much got shot down. I tried to do another Evil Eye and nothing happened. Then I tried to do something else and it got shut down. So over here I gotta go ahead and shoot the web launcher into his Ustabi, and I actually do Ushapti, whatever it's called. I'm probably gonna look this up right now, which is like wasting my time even more. Toon Kings Ushapti. Yep. Okay. Anyways, I shoot it to them. I actually do a wound, which was hilarious to me. And then that's about it. I shoot the other guy, and actually no, I take it back. What I was trying to do is I was trying to shoot the fucking horse archers, and it missed, and it hit the Ushapti. So I ended up just shooting the rest of the bows into the horses, and I killed one more. And that was it for my turn. It's gonna go ahead and start off his turn. Turn to Toon Kings. Or Undying Dynasties. The Nick Dynasties. Alright, so he goes ahead and he pops up these fucking ambushers back here. These are the ones that shoot the freaking laser beams. Fire my laser! He pops up these guys right here, and these are the scoring unit ones that are very fighting. Alright, and they pop up right in between Koopa and the spiders, and then the rest didn't pop up. So he's going to go ahead and he actually starts to bunker back. He doesn't move up, he moves back, because he realizes he's going to get surrounded very soon, very fast. Magic Phase, he got 8 power dice, and he goes ahead, and as you can see, I moved my Wolf Riders up here. He goes ahead and shoots at my Wolf Riders. He ends up killing off another one. I got 3 left, and I'm going to go ahead and try to use them to my advantage. Over here, he shoots his lasers. He fired his lasers, and he goes ahead and he kills off 3 of my boar boys, because it goes right through the armor, and their initiative is pretty shit to begin with. Doesn't cause them to... No, I think it does cause them to panic. Does or doesn't cause them to panic? I don't remember. I can't find a picture of it. I think it did cause them to panic. Yeah, they panicked. So they ran forward, actually, which was kind of, like, odd, but whatever. And it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Whew. Alright, here we go. Charging the Wolf Riders in here. Now, I really wanted to charge Boar Boys in because they're going to turn off the magic banner on the frickin' Ustabi, but that didn't happen because he killed my Boar Boys and he caused them to panic. So what I ended up doing was just charging the Wolf Riders, and I just had to use the turn to figure out a plan. So... This right here made me laugh a lot, actually. I looked at those guys who popped up behind the spiders, and I go, those guys are a scoring unit, right? And he looked at me and he goes, yeah. And I was just like, huh. And I just turned both spiders right in front of his face like, you're going to have to fuck with me now. I'm like, the spiders were going for those monsters over there, but nothing's going to charge them. And I'm just going to make sure that those guys can't go anywhere. So I go ahead and I move them right in front of the freaking spiders like, alright, let's fight. And he was just like, shit. Move Koopa way up on top of the hill. My goal for Koopa was to go for the the general's bunker, because he'll fuck up some skeletons and he'll kill the fucking general. That's simple. The one thing I wasn't planning on by the time I got up there was his wrestler. His wrestler has a D3 wounds weapon that or multi-wound 2 weapon and some other bullshit. I'm like, oh god damn it. Move up my savages, move up the... I think I left the trolls still. The Boar Boys rallied. I turned the goblins around to deal with the freaking ambushers, and I put up Zod a little bit further. Magic Face got 10 power dice. Beautiful Magic Face. Go ahead and I do Evil Eye, and I hit these bastards over here, and I think I did a wound or two. And then, yeah, no, I did more than a wound. I did 4 wounds. Holy shit. I think I shot at him is what I did. No, that was magic. Magic, I did 4 fucking wounds. Holy shit. Fucked them up. 4 wounds. I go ahead and I do Blessing of the Mother Spider. I get double 6s on my A-Rock. So I'm like, alright, if you're going to charge the A-Rock, you better be ready to fight the A-Rock. Get it off. And besides that, I'm trying to figure out what happened here. That was it for my magic, I believe. Anyways, shooting phase. I'm going to shoot at the fucking guys here with the 16 bow shots from the spiders, but one of them's poisoned, so it gets through, does a couple wounds, and basically that's how it looks right here. Over here, I'm going to go shoot my guys with their short bow shots into them, do 2 more wounds here, and then up here, my Wolf Riders actually kill the freaking archers, and I don't overrun because I don't think I was going to hit that other unit. I think it was just angled where I would skim behind him and hit the Ushapti, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to go ahead and charge in. So it's going to start off turn 3, Nick Dynasties. The Nick Dynasties. He moves up his freaking, both his Sphinxes, and he moves up his Ushapti. I lost his horsemen. I don't see where they went. He used his horsemen to chaff up Koopa for a turn. He doesn't charge into either spider. He just basically gives me double front charges, and he pops up another unit of ambushers behind the trolls. The other guys went inside the building, and that's how it looks. Magic Phase got 8 power dice. He goes ahead and he tries to do... I think he does like Divine Judgment or something like that. Nope, I take it back. I shut down his magic phase. I think he failed the spell, and that cost him big, and then I just shut it down. So shooting phase, he shoots the guys that are in the building into the Boar Boys, kills 2 more Boar Boys, and it's going to go ahead and start off turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. Take it back. These guys didn't shoot yet. These guys shoot their freaking... They're firing the lasers at the trolls. They did 2 wounds. And then now it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. And charge! Both the spiders are charging into these fucks. This is the way I got to play the game. I got to just destroy points when I can destroy points. So both the spiders are going into these guys. Koopa's going into these guys. And here's I think his plan. I think his plan was to have the Ushtabi fight my trolls with the flaming banner and have my savages fight his giant sphinxes. And I'm like, well, the giant savages are going to get their ass kicked with the sphinxes. I'm like, the savages actually have a better chance at the Ushtabi. So I'm going to charge... Oh, there's his guys. There's his chaff. His chaff is in front of Zod. So Zod can't get in this round of combat. So I actually switched targets. I have the trolls go for his sphinx, one of the sphinxes, and I have the savages go for his Ushtabi. It's possible I could fail the charge, but I'm hoping not. And my Boar Boy is going for his Ushapti as well. And they all get in. So BAM! Like that. Holy shit. Magic Phase got 4 power dice. I really wish this was a phase I got more dice. And I go ahead and I do 4 dice on Stay Quiet, and he uses his scroll. Alright. Up here, I release my Fanatic. I let it go right through these guys, and I end up doing like 4 wounds. And then up here, I go ahead and I start just destroying the fucking unit. I just kill pretty much all of them. He crumbles to death, and I'm just going to turn my spiders around facing the real threats coming this way. Over here, Zod destroys his horsemen. Over here, the trolls, he ends up doing 3 wounds? Yeah, 3 wounds onto my trolls. My trolls failed to do any fucking wounds. I didn't have a charge, and that's it. And he did 3 wounds. I stick on a leadership 7. Okay. Up here, I go ahead and I swing. I don't have his casualties. He should have his casualties. Anyways, impact hits from the freaking the big Stabadon does a couple wounds, kills off one of the guys. He goes ahead and he starts swinging, or I start swinging. Yeah, I end up killing off 3 of these guys total. He ends up killing off 2, 4, 5 of mine, and I win combat. He crumbles quite a bit, but he does have the BSB with him, and basically my boar Apocalypse Boy lives. He swung 2 of his guys into him and he failed, or 1 of his guys into him and he failed to wound through the armor save. So the boar guy is alive. He has his champ alive, and he has his freaking BSB still alive, and that is insane. Why did this guy take more wounds? I think he did more wounds. I think he did a breath weapon or something. I don't know. But that's how it looks. Excuse me. Actually, I think this is the start of his turn. It's going to be Nick Dynasty's turn 4. Nick Dynasty's turn 4. He charges in with his other Sphinx into my trolls. He charges these guys into the rear of the savages, which I'm just like, shit. Because now he's going to have good combat res, and I'm going to be in the forest. If I lose combat, I'm going to be able to not be steadfast if I'm in the forest. So he gets in here, gets in there, of course. These guys are just kind of coming closer for my goblins, and I had this master plan of fleeing through all my shit just because of this move here. Over here, he turns his guys facing Koopa because he figured he'd just deal with the front charge. Now, in all fairness, after I kill those horses, I should have just went back on top of the hill. Going on the hill would give me at least a downhill charge hill combat res thing, but whatever. I just dealt with it. Magic Phase got 3 power dice. He goes ahead, and I think I just stop him. I don't think there's much that went on in Magic again. He's having really bad Magic Phases, which is going to my benefit. Over here, he starts using his Flaming Breath. He's going to start attacking my trolls, killing a shit ton of trolls. Actually, he only killed 1 troll. I think he just failed like a lot. I have armor save and the regen save, which is huge. The trolls stick again. And he's just like, holy shit. These trolls are holding up these giant sphinxes. I mean, he is getting those lethal strikes through. He did have a breath weapon. But, man, am I just, like, lucking out on his wounds. On the staying there. Over here, I challenge I challenge or he challenged? I think I challenged, because I'm turning off his items. I don't think I should have challenged is what it was. I don't remember how this works. But anyways, I only do 1 wound onto his BSB. His BSB goes ahead and does 1 wound onto my BSB. He ends up killing off my board boy, which mattered for the fact that I can't get can't keep his magic items off on his BSB. My savages go, and I think I failed to kill his freaking. No, I kill him. I kill the freaking champ. Not only do I kill the champ, I kill the 2 guys that were sitting behind me because I still have frenzy and they're still strength 4 AP, and I just destroy those guys, man. Holy shit. So his BSB sticks there, takes 1 wound. His BSB is still alive. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck because I need to kill his BSB. And not only that, but his BSB is in challenge, and it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins' turn. I don't know what turn this was. Whatever turn this was. And here comes the A-Rock coming to save the day. The A-Rock has a flank charge onto his Sphinx. Now, I think we're playing that as Ruins. I think that's what we said we were going to play it as. I charge into his Koopa! Koopa's going to charge into his fucking block here just to deal with it. And, I mean, this was the one move I was just kind of like, fuck it. I really was like, fuck it. I really don't care. You know, I didn't have to do this. I could have just used Koopa in other ways. Anyways, so I get into the flank here, get in with the trolls there. Maybe it was impassable. I don't remember what we played that as. I move my Chicken Rock. Now, the Chicken Rock, I really was contemplating helping the Sphinx situation out, but then I realized that those goblins are in trouble and I need to take care of the shit that's down there. Hindsight's 2020. I probably should just put the Chicken Rock to kill his general's bunker. That would just destroy the whole unit, the whole army. Anyways, Magic Phase got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I do Blessing of the Mother Spider. Get it off. Go ahead and I do Evil Eye. I get double 6s, so I get it off. And I try to do Sneaky Stabbing, and he stops it. I don't know what the miscast was. I think I lost the spell. I want to say I lost the spell. Anyways, over here, challenge, and he accepts with his fucking wrestler. His wrestler doesn't do a wound, luckily, but I barely wound the wrestler once, and he is definitely going to win. He has 3 ranks and a banner. I didn't do shit. I did 1 wound in a charge. I lose combat. and I'm gonna run, and I run away, and he chases. Now the thing is that's fucked up is he's gonna just chase me off the table, but not only that, it puts him in a position where he's hiding behind the hill. And that fucks up my game right there. That move right there single-handedly fucked up my game. Because over here, he's going to go ahead and do his breath weapon, does 2 wounds, and kills off of 1 troll eventually. So he did 4 wounds onto the trolls. I did a charge, a big flank, and a wound onto his Sphinx. I win combat again. The trolls still stick. And it's going to start off his turn, turn 5. Turn 5, charges, pushes Koopa off the table. Here he charges. He charges into the goblins, and I'm like, fuck it, flee. So the goblins run. They run through the savages, through his BSB, through both sphinxes, through the trolls, through the spider, through the fucking wolf riders, and pop out the other side. Oh my god. I had 20 goblins. I lost about 15 of them in dangerous terrains. Oh, but honestly, doing this, I have a chance that they could rally. A chance, a small chance, but it's still a chance. And not only that, I didn't give up my wizard, and I didn't give him a banner. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Magic Face, he got 3 power dice. Goes in and does deadly desiccation onto the spider, which really hurts it. And then over here, close combat, I think I don't even pop his fucking BSB yet. His BSB sticks again. I think his BSB killed my BSB. Son of a bitch. He really did kill my BSB with his BSB. And it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Ah, fucking Fanatic. The Fanatic ran through my fucking Chicken Rock. Did a couple wounds onto it. I charged my General into his BSB. And I rallied the fucking Goblins on like a 2. Oh my god. Trolls rallied. Trolls actually ran from the last combat. But they rallied. And yeah, that's how the table looks. So we're running out of models, both of us. Magic Phase got 5 power dice. Go ahead and I do sneaky stabbing onto Zod, and it goes off. And we're gonna start off that close combat. I'm gonna use a great weapon on purpose. He does 1 wound. I go ahead and I just pop his fucking BSB. I mean, he only had 1 wound remaining, and this is fucking Zod we're talking about, with rerolls to hits and rerolls to wounds on strength 8. Oh fuck. Oh my god. So Zod kills his fucking BSB. Zod overruns, hits the rear end of the Sphinx that's fighting the A-Rock, and that's going to just be overkill. And that's what I wanted the sneaky stabbing off for. And then I turned the Savages around to face the building because they really couldn't do much. We only have 1 turn remaining. I probably should have faced it towards the Sphinx because I would have the impact hits with Ordnance if I got it off, but that's kind of like pushing for maybes. Maybe a 6 happens, maybe not, whatever, right? And then I moved up the Chicken Rock this way to face these guys here. So that's how the table looks right now. Yeah, that's how it looks. Oh, combat. Combat between Zod and the Sphinx. Both A-Rock and Zod just destroy that fucking Sphinx. Pop them, no problem. Instead of overrunning with Zod again, I decided to turn both of them towards his general bunker. My whole plan was if I could kill his general's bunker, he will have it'll just pop the rest of his army basically. So it's gonna start off his turn. Nick Dynasty's turn 6. He charges into these guys into the Chicken Rock, gets in. He charges the other Sphinx into the Chicken Rock, gets in. Magic Phase got 4 power dice, goes ahead and I forgot what he did, but it didn't really matter. Over here, close combat. Chicken Rock kills one of them, does another wound here. Goblins go, holy shit, look at that picture. That's a fucking awesome picture. Anyways, I stick. I think I won combat, to be honest. I did 4 wounds. He has a charge, big flank, banner, no, and at least 3 wounds. Or no, he didn't do any wounds. That wound happened because of the fucking Fanatic. So I think it's a push, or I lost by 1, but I still stick. Anyways, Spider's going to stay there. It's going to start off turn 6. Like I said, I have to hurry up this thing. Battle report. So I just moved Zod closer so he could get a leadership bubble. As you can see, he moved his general's bunker out of range, so I can't see it with anything. So I just decided to just save points at this time. I moved my savages closer for whatever reason. I did it because I want the goblin to get magic spells off. Yeah, that's how it looks. magic. I got 11 power dice. I go ahead and I do. Oh man, what did I do? I did sneaky stabbing, I think it was, and just for the armor piercing, and I did gift of the mother spider. I get double sixes, blows up a fucking huge template, kills my fucking wizard, kills a couple of my goddamn. It was a 2 dice spell, and I blew up my fucking wizard and 2 savages. This is some bullshit. Get off gift of the mother spider and sneaky stabbing onto him, and I go ahead and I swing. I pop this fucking unit here. His Sphinx goes and kills my chicken. God damn it. Oh, that was a bloody game. I forgot what the score was. I think it was a 14-6. I want to say it was a 14-6. I had no there was no secondary objective. The secondary objective had to do with the wrestlers, and neither one of us got that. So it was a 14-6 win for me. I did kill his BSB. Well, he killed mine, but I did kill 1 Sphinx. I did kill a bunch of horseman archers. I did kill a couple of his scoring units. So it's definitely a win for me. My trolls stayed alive. My savages are still alive. I did lose my shaman and my BSB and one of the spiders and Koopa. Koopa's definitely not the MVP in this game. He couldn't kill his fucking wrestler. MVP for the game. I'm going to give it to Zod. Zod took out the Sphinx that was going to be a pain in the ass. Zod took out his BSB, which was being a pain in the ass. And Zod kept the leadership bubble that really made a difference in a lot, especially with the trolls sticking. The trolls sticking, I mean, they made a shit ton of regens. And I mean a shit ton of regens. I wish I took pictures of how many regens they made. But them sticking was because of Zod's leadership. So Zod is definitely getting the MVP award. The goblins actually put in a lot of work. They were doing a lot of damaging his fucking guys. And besides that, yeah. Like I said, I gotta get going because my appointment should be coming in very soon. I'm at work. But I figured I'd just give you guys battle reports. Round 3, I got round 3 against Phil Carl. Phil Carl is a mid-Atlantic guy. He has a tree man army. And I'm doing alright. I got 2 wins. I'm at 30 points. I think right now a lot of people who are on the higher up tables are up to like 38 to 40 points. But you know, so I'm still in it. I got to get a good game here against Phil, and let's see how that goes. But besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed me and Nick kicking each other's asses. And if you guys like my videos, show your support by going on to Patreon. I do have a Patreon set up. It's in the description box down below. Also, if you guys know anybody who's a Mexican ascendancy, send them my way. If they play 9th Age, we're looking for one more member for Team Mexico. So if you guys know anybody, please hit me up. And then MVP, hit like, hit share, subscribe. I feel like there's one more. Oh, the Gauntlet. I have a tournament in Chicago coming up in February. So if you guys are interested in going into the Gauntlet, it's a 5,000 point tournament in Chicago, 2-day tournament. There's great surprises. Great prizes, not surprises, prizes. But go ahead and hit me up. And first come, first serve. We have 30 slots. I think we have like 20 left right now currently. So guys, don't be left behind. Hit me up and we'll get this going. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Take care. I'll see you next time, and peace.